What we saw from this president the last couple days was a human decency, a good man, someone who decided not to put himself first, like we've seen before, but to put the American people first and this country first.
He has put people over politics and patriotism over personal position, and this is another heroic act in a long-running series of heroic acts by Joe Biden.
Kind of like when your grandpa, you gotta take the keys, and everybody, you gotta take his keys, you gotta take his keys, you gotta, and he's fighting, and everybody's so frustrated, and then you finally get the keys back, and then you just cry.
Well, we heard there kind of this hero narrative from the first couple clips, this notion that Joe Biden just graciously and historically dropped out. But that narrative is going down in flames. Sources telling the New York Post that Democrats at the very highest levels of the party had to threaten President Biden with forcible removal from office unless he stepped down voluntarily. One source claiming the well-orchestrated removal plan had been in the works for weeks, but stubborn Joe fought every step of the way. He wanted to stay in, and ultimately he couldn't, but he tried. These reports surfacing as President Biden is set to address the nation tomorrow night about this decision that was first announced on social media on Sunday. For more on all of this, let's welcome in former sniper and current Congressman Cory Mills of Florida. Congressman, what can the president say tomorrow? What do you expect to hear from him?
Well, I think that he's going to try and tout his record and the decades of service that he has committed to the United States. I think that he's going to try to spin things, that our economy is better, that our borders are more secure, and that we're better off now than we were prior in the Trump administration. But I think he's also going to try and still make the argument that this is about a fight for democracy. You know, my whole thing is, though, is that he needs to address the fact that if you're too unfit mentally and physically to be able to run for re-election, you're likely too unfit to remain in the seat to begin with. And so I think that these are things that the American people recognize and understand, but undoubtedly there was an internal Democratic coup that was going on to toss Biden out when they saw his performance during the debate against President Trump and also his record lows when it comes to swing states across the country.
You think in his heart of hearts he wants to go? I think he still wants to stay. No. I don't think he did this of his own volition, really, ultimately. They forced him to do this.
Well, that's exactly right. They forced him to do this, and they probably made a promise they would not invoke the 25th Amendment so long as he would step down. They'd let him serve out the remainder of his term and kind of ride off into the sunset. But look, the Republicans need to ratchet things up a bit when it comes to investigations into things that's happened underneath his watch, whether it be the fentanyl deaths, the Angel families, or the recent assassination attempt on President Trump. I think that we can't just go ahead and allow the continual failures that have gone on under this administration to be swept under the rug as they finally conclude the weekend at Bernie's routine.
Very, very quickly, Secret Service Director out, finally resigning. Quick reaction.
Well, look, bottom line is I was a State Department advanced encounter sniper guy, not an Army sniper guy, but I have done thousands at least of these advances throughout my time. Her stepping down does not erase the fact that an investigation needs to go and everything needs to be on the table, from gross negligence to dereliction of duty to potential intent. I think that this J13 commission needs to go forward and get the entire facts and findings for transparency to the American people.
Yeah, this cannot be anywhere near over just with one resignation. It's just the beginning. Congressman Cory Mills of Florida, thank you, sir.